Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to YAHAWAH, Bashim, Yahawashi, Bashim, Rakakwa. Double honor to the elders and apostles of great millstone who taught us his truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the elder, to the Slakia. Shalom to the Akim and Akwath out there who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. And today I'm going to be talking about. Today's topic is going to be entitled "Aim to be spiritual, not carnal." And basically, what I mean by that is don't think about the luxuries of this world. Think more so of pleasing the Most High. And we're going to get into that first with the first scripture, Romans chapter 8, verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So, being carnally minded is death, and to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Meaning that being carnal, thinking that you want to do all these physical things and you want all these physical things, they're all going to expire. But if you think about life in a spiritual sense, it's going to be everlasting life, like eternal, or what's the word? It's going to have a longevity to it, but not being carnal minded. And we're going to go into that even more with a precept, 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. And we're going to go into that. Like the outward man, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. That goes into the thing that the concept of being carnal. Being carnal is temporary. The carnal things, the objects are temporary. It's not permanent. But the inward man is renewed day by day, meaning, you know, uh, an inward man going. It goes more in verse 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Meaning that if you're being spiritual and you see all these struggles that you have to go through, you're renewed day by day, meaning that okay, you go through that struggle today, and then at the end of today, you know, you acknowledge that, man, that was a tough day, but tomorrow I gotta, not tomorrow in a metaphoric sense, it's gonna be worth it because the reward for it is is way better and far greater than the struggle of having to go through what I'm going through today. If you understand that analogy, well, not an analogy, but that I guess symbolism or something like that. Basically, our affliction is seen. While I'm not saying that our affliction that we're going through now is light, Slakia. The affliction that we're going through is not light, of course not. But basically, what verse 17 is saying is a comparison. Comparatively, what we're going through now is child's play to the glory that's awaiting us in the kingdom. Like like on a scale of 1 to 10, the affliction that we're going through right now is like a 5 or a 1. Slakia, a 1. And then the glory, the reward for going through that affliction is going to be a 10. So on a badness scale, the badness that we're going through right now from 1 to 10 is 1. Comparatively, if we want to say on a goodness scale, the reward from 1 to 10 is a 10. Or, as a matter of fact, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's 100. That's how good the glory is going to be for us. It breaks the scale. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, where a car, a luxury car, a mansion and whatnot, money, those are all temporal. But the things which are not seen are eternal. The thing meaning that we can't physically see the kingdom of heaven right now. We can't physically see all the work that we put in, all the measurement of the work that we've put in this for this truth that the Most High has his own scale of measurement, metaphorically. That's something that we can't see, but that's something that we want to fill up so that it becomes greater and greater, so our reward will be greater and greater. Second Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahawah to the pulling down of strongholds. So the weapons of our warfare. Right now we're spiritually at war. The war that we're going through is not a carnal war. We shouldn't be taking up physical arms. The weapons of our warfare aren't a physical thing. Like we're not supposed to be taking up guns in order to uh, defeat our oppressors. And a precept to that, I don't know where that. Precept to that is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, saith the Most High, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Wait upon the Most High to deliver us. Slakia. Wait upon the Most High to deliver us. Don't take it upon yourself to say, oh, uh, I'm gonna deliver myself out of this troubling captivity. Troubling captivity. Precept to that, Proverbs chapter 20, verse 22. Say not thou, I will recompense evil, but wait on the Most High, and he shall save thee. You can't say that, okay, uh, I've suffered long enough, which you can't even determine that. You can't determine that yourself. It's to the Most High to determine that. He says when enough is enough. I say not thou, I will recompense evil. You can't say that, okay, I'm gonna go deliver myself out. I'm gonna go take up guns or take up the modern day sword and defeat my enemies in order to get out of this captivity. You can't say that. You have to wait on the Most High to deliver us. Uh, Another precept to why you shouldn't, Matthew chapter 26, verse 51. And behold, one of them which were with Yahawashi stretched out his hand, one of the disciples of Yahawashi, and drew his sword, and struck a servant of the high priest, and smote off his ear. So with great precision, a disciple of Yahawashi cut off the ear of one of the servants that were going to arrest Yahawashi. And verse 52, then said Yahawashi unto him, put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. And that's what's waiting for you. That's exactly what happened to Fred Hampton with the Black Panthers. He wanted to take up the modern day sword, which is the gun, in order to deliver himself and his people out of captivity. But look at where it got him. He was gunned down. He was shot in his sleep, shot dead in his sleep. You know, that is what awaits you. And going back, the weapon of our warfare are not carnal, but through Yahweh to the pulling down, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. So the weapons of our warfare that is being referred to, we're going to go to that. It's, we'll see. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 17. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh. The word, this word, the whole Bible is our weapon of warfare. This word is the sword, the spiritual sword. The word is our spiritual sword. It's not a physical sword. It's not the guns. That's not how we are to win against Esau, because we can't. He has his blessing. He has his blessing, which is uh, Genesis chapter 27, verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, is when Isaac gave Esau a blessing after Jacob had received the blessing, which, Esau didn't even want. So, yeah, so basically, the sword that we have, the weapon of our warfare, is this word. That's why you gotta, study, or learn this word, and preach out, prophesy against, you know, Babylon. Uh, reach the primarily, um, get the lost sheep. You know, reach the lost sheep. The Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the Lord of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. So it the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful. It's sharper than any two-edged sword. Now, basically, when you if say you're discussing the Bible or Christianity, as a better example, Christianity with anyone, and you're in this truth, and you prove someone who's saying that, uh, Christ loved everyone. Well, you prove that wrong with scriptures, which I can get it out right now. Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. This is what Yahawashi said to a Canaanite woman. Yahawashi went thence, and behold, a woman of Canaan answered her not a word, and then, basically, and just to wrap it up quickly. But that's what we have. That's what we have to do. We focus primarily on the lost sheep, because it's rebuking other nations. You can do that, but it shouldn't be your main focus. Your main focus should be, sealing the elect, sealing the last of the elect, getting the last of the lost sheep, the elect, into this truth. So we can get out of here finally. Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to kill to, but which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. So yeah, Esau, he can kill you, he can destroy your body, but he can't destroy your soul. And that's where the Most High Yahweh can he can kill your body and kill your soul. And that's why you have to fear the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahawashi, not over Esau. Matter of fact, you shouldn't be fearing Esau in the first place. He you shouldn't be fearing Esau in the first place. Yes, he's ruling over us at present, but that's that's nothing. You that's nothing. That is nothing for you to be, you know, holding back the word and whatnot from. You can't worry about, oh, how my life is going to be if I associate with these quote unquote black identity extremists. They're already demonizing the word. They want to ban the Bible. As a matter of fact, okay, well, they were talking about banning the Bible, but I guess they didn't do it. California banning Bible studies right there. Home Bible story. Oh, it's like I believe like Bible, like those get together Bible studies, not like the actual Bible, but which one? Where was it? It was oh yeah, Apocrypha banned. When I was first when I was first getting when I was first getting my Apocrypha, I don't know how long ago, I went to a bookstore in order to find a Bible, a Bible and an Apocrypha. And when I asked, okay, I got my Bible there, but when I asked, okay, do you guys have an Apocrypha? They said, oh, it's banned. So already, they want to limit our access to this word. So I had to order it online on Amazon and whatnot, and who knows how far the ban will go eventually. The Apocrypha is banned in, bookstores. You can't go to a bookstore and get it, but you can get it off Amazon, and that's Esau trying to limit the word. So yeah, don't fear Esau just because he can kill your body. Fear the Most High over Esau, meaning that if you feel like, oh, Esau is gonna arrest me for doing something, or oh, I'm afraid of Esau and whatnot, you have to remember that the Most High can do worse. The Most High can do worse than what Esau could ever even hope to do, or even conceive of doing to you. So, don't let your fear of Esau stop you from doing what you got to do. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose not none of his ways. For the froward is abomination unto the Most High, but his secret is with righteousness. The curse of the Most High is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just. So, yes, our oppressors, the heathen, have things that are better than us, like better houses, better communities in terms of, you know, just overall better building structures and stuff like that. And just overall, they're living better than we are right now. But you can't envy them. Don't don't think that, oh, let me go copy what he's doing. Let me go join in with him, like most of these Israelite celebrities do. I guess LeBron James, Chris Rock, whatnot, George Lopez, whatever. They entered into Esau society caught joining. Basically, they got along. They went and got along with him in order to get what they have now, their money and all the stuff that they have. But you can't choose to go in and do what he's doing, or just joining hands with him. That's it, for the word is an abomination to the Most High. It's an abomination to join in with to want to be like the oppressor, but his secret is with the righteous. The curse, basically, well, the secret being like um, the mysteries that are in the scripture, because the scriptures were only given to Israel. Matthew chapter 13, verse 11, he answered and said unto them, because it's given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. No, we as Israel we understand the parables that the that are in the scriptures. We're the only one that can get this word that's in the scriptures, but the heathen can't. Matthew chapter 13, verse 10, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? The mixed multitude, which includes Israelites and heathens. Yahawashi spoke unto them in parables, but because he only wanted Israel to get the mysteries and all the actual meaning under everything that he's saying. And the curse is in the house of the wicked, meaning the basically the curse is in the house of the wicked, meaning all the bad things that's gonna come to them for what they've done, all the wickedness that they've done. A lot of times you hear, well, not a lot of times, but for me, I've heard a lot of the elites, quote unquote elites, so-called elites, are practicing pedophilia heavy. And let me see if I can get this. And even Obama, who is a Hamite, is no stranger to it. Okay, whatever. Um. Anyway, so yeah, basically the curse of the Most High is in the house of the wicked, meaning that you get to enjoy the luxuries, the carnal luxuries now, but later down the line, you're not going to be able to enjoy it. You're not going to always be prospering in Esau's kingdom. You're not going to always be, happy, quote unquote. Uh, but he blessed the habitation of the just. So while we are struggling, like it said, our affliction is light now. Our affliction is light. For our light affliction in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. It's it's a light affliction compared to the glory that awaits us down the line after after we get through the struggle. So we're going to be blessed to have endured all that suffering. Surely he scorneth scorners. He scorneth the scorners, but he giveth grace unto the lowly. And we're the lowly in today's society. A lot of Israelites, they have they're not doing well financially. They're not doing well financially, so we're in poverty. Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich spiritually. we're rich in spirit because and one of the main things is that Esau is very carnal and he doesn't have any spirit. He's not spiritual in the slightest. And I know the blasphemy of that. Well, no, we don't. That's another lesson completely, which I have done. Uh, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. We are physically, carnally, we're in poverty, but spiritually, we're very rich because we're a very spiritual people. Yeah, so we're very rich in spirit. The wise shall inherit glory. Basically, you're wise if you're wise going through all the struggles that we have to go through. You're wise knowing this word because this word is wisdom. That's where we get the our wisdom from. Ecclesiastes 1 and 18. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. So yeah, the struggle that we're going through right now, the struggle it's that we're going through right now in and of itself is gives us wisdom. There's a lot of Israelites that are wise on their own without the need of the scripture, but we are even more so wise in learning the scripture, as well as young brothers who not like young brothers that are like maybe in their 20s or whatever, who are have been studying for a good amount of time and they're already wise right there. And there are a lot of brothers who are more on the young side, quote unquote middle aged side, um, who are very wise. Damn near you would think that with how much knowledge they have, they're like they're like in their 70s or whatnot. That's how wise this word makes you. But not only just knowing, but being able to apply it. You know. Anyway, I hope this lesson was edifying. Hope you brothers, understand the severity, I believe, is the word, in at being spiritual. You can't think of only materialistic things. You need to be spiritual. Okay, I want to please the Most High. That's where all the good things come in. You can't think, okay, I want to be, I just want all these materialistic things. I just want a lot of money. I want a house. I want whatever. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. I want that PS5 or whatever. Can't think of that. You gotta think first and foremost on pleasing the Most High, getting in good standings with the Most High. You do that by, you know, getting, seeking after, retrieving His lost sheep, which is the Israelites. I hope anyway, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah, Shim Yahawashi, and with that I want to say Shalom.